chords, you'll get me, but you'll get all of you lot on the top perhaps. Yeah? We'll see. Anyway, let's go for it. We're recording. Lovely. Okay, so standing on your feet nice and tall. Okay, so you're thinking about your tummy muscles being held in and the crown of your head reaching towards the ceiling. And from here, you're just going to take a big breath in. So breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good. Then from here, float onto your toes and take your arms to the ceiling. Good. And then back down. So you're going to float onto your toes and back down. Excellent. And onto your toes and back down. Good. Then from here, we're just going to go into a squat. Take the arms all the way behind you and then reach back up onto the toes. So we're going to go down into a squat, reach back and lift. Roll and down, reach back and lift. Okay, one more for me. Down and lift. Excellent. From here, take both arms out to the side. All right, then just press the palms away and circle the arms. Just warming up the shoulders. Try and think about the crown of your head still reaching to the ceiling and then reverse back. Good. And then back down. So arms out in front of you again. Take your legs wider than hip distance and then sit down. Take those hands directly to the floor. Push the bottom up. Bend the knees, bring the arms forward and push back up. So you're going to go down, hinge from the hips, touch the floor, hands to the floor. Bring the hands up again like that, so you're still in a squat, and then push up. Good. So we're going to go down, hands to the floor. Hands now parallel with the floor, and push up. Last one. So we're going to go down, hands to the floor, parallel, and lift. Good. From here, take the right arm to the ceiling and lean directly to the left, lifting through the arm. Good. And then from that, the left arm goes up and reaching across. Good. This time as you do it, make sure when you lift, take a big breath here now. And then exhale to transfer to the other side. So you breathe deeply here. And exhale. And one more to each side. Lifting. And lifting. Good. From here into a squat. Both arms are forward. You're going to take the left arm and send it all the way around. You're going to come back to the center and send the right arm all the way around. Good. Keeping your bottom out behind you. Push the weight on the outer edges of the feet to open out those knees. Good. And now make this one your last one. Excellent. From here, take both hands to the floor again and let your bottom sink lower towards the mat now. Okay, try and keep your feet on the mat. So you've got yourself in a nice crouch. You're going to send those legs to the ceiling, so the bottom to the ceiling. You're going to come back down, bottom to the ceiling, and back down. And one more, bottom to the ceiling. Good. Then bring your feet now so they're parallel, but they're still slightly wider than hip distance. Okay? Take both arms out to the side like that. And you're going to rotate and take the right hand towards the left little toe. Come back and rotate. Left hand to the right little toe. Now the back arm is towards the ceiling. And then this time, make sure as you look, peel over, look at the back hand now. And repeat. Good. A couple more for me. Good. Come back to standing. Fab. Turn the feet out. And then from here, no, in fact, don't turn the feet out. Bring them close together in hip distance. That's lovely. From here, just walk through the feet. So you can feel your toes bending. Excellent. And then from here, stay on the left foot and float the right knee. Good. Take both arms to the ceiling and circle round. Both arms to the ceiling and circle round. And 3. And 2. And last one. Brilliant, brilliant, good. Now from here, float the left leg. Take the arms up and circle. And up and circle. And up and circle. And circle. We'll just do one more. Good. And last one. Up and circle. Brilliant. Now from here, bringing your legs wider than hip distance. I want you to sink down, not too low, okay? And imagine you've got a spirit level across here. You're going to try and keep the level. So you're just going to go to one side, straighten out the other leg, and then you're going to come up. So you're not rising in the middle. So we're just going from side to side. Good. Couple more. Good. Now hold this position. Okay, so I'm to my right knee. I'll take my left arm up. And then I'm going to send my hand to my right big toe. I'm going to come up, I'm holding this position. I'm going to come across. Now, each time you take your hand back towards your foot, try and just put it a little bit further. So I'm now getting towards my little toe. So I'm rotating my body in this position. One more for me. Come back, send the weight the other way. Take the opposite arm and come over and back and over and back and over and back and last time. Well, from here, sink a little bit lower and then come up about an inch and then sink, or 2.5 centimeters, an inch, whether you're metric, 2.5. Good, that's lovely. A little bit lower. Good. And now as much as you can. Excellent. Pop your elbows in between your knees. And then from here, just shift the weight gently from side to side. Doesn't have to be a big move. But hopefully you should feel a lot of warmth now in your hips. Finally, pop those hands towards the floor and then slowly peel up. Bring those feet back in. Just your balance challenge again. So we're going to keep our left leg on the floor, right knee up. And then we're going to just take the leg out, bring it back, out, and bring it back, out, and bring it back, and one more. Brilliant, that looks really good. And then from there, pop down. We're going to take the other leg. We'll take it out, bring it back, and out, and bring it back, and out, and bring it back, and out, and bring it back. Excellent. From here, I'd like you to come to the end of your mat. Take a breath in at the top, nod the chin, and slowly peel down. Letting your head and your arms lengthen, and then on to your knees. Hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath your hips, and then just a regular cat stretch. Reach the spine to the ceiling, and then extend out of that, and just send the chest through the gap between the arms and look ahead. So untuck, so you tuck from the pelvis, big stretch, untuck, look ahead. Excellent. Couple more for me. Then come back into a child's pose. Arms go out in front of you. Lengthen through the arms if you can, to try and lengthen through the lats, which is just here. Good. From here, come back onto all fours. Take your left leg back. Flex the foot towards you, okay? And send your heel away. So our toes are on the mat. What we're going to do is we're going to keep the foot down, and then we're just going to press down to the toes and send your weight back and send your heel to the wall. And you should get a long stretch in the calf. You're going to come back, so you'll be on your tip of your toes now, and then you're going to press the foot back, and you should feel all your toes on the mat and the calf stretch. So we're just sending the weight slowly back. Do this nice and slow because your toes, I know that my big toe is quite painful, it's getting stiffer. So just be careful you don't overdo it. Good. Now, take that knee back in, send the other leg out, tip of the toes on the mat, travel the weight back, and come up onto the toes, and travel, and back, and travel, and back, and travel. Get one more for me. Come now onto your knees, and we're going to take the right arm, you're going to lengthen the right arm away, and then slide the left leg away. Now reach out of the left arm, the hand that's on the mat, stretch those fingertips and those toes away to the walls behind and in front of you, and then come back. So you're going to breathe in to lengthen and exhale to return. Breathing in, stretch away. So you can imagine that you've got something on your back, you're trying to balance it, and the weight should be through the hand that's on the mat and the knee that's on the mat. Good. Couple more for me. Nice and slow. Good. Then bring those knees back down. Open them up a little bit wider and then send your bottom back. Hands out in front. Good. Just take those hands and walk them round. So you're just going to take them, you're going to keep stretching them out in front of you, but you're just going to move them to the side and then send that opposite buttock back towards the heel. And that lengthens the stretch. So I've gone to the left, so the stretch feels all the way down to my right side. And then slowly walking over to the other side, reaching, and then I'm sending my opposite buttock back. Then from here, you're going to come back up and then bring our knees hip distance, and then we're going to come up onto our knees. Now, just in case you've got sore knees, if you bring your mat back like this, and then it'll give you a bit more padding on your knees, yeah, whilst we're in this position. We're going to think about a nice long line from the knee all the way up to the crown of the head. Engage your tummy muscles, and then from here, lift both arms to the ceiling. Then, holding that position, we're then going to take a breath in to hinge back from your knees, keeping your body still. And then come back up. Only go as far as you can. You don't want to overdo it because you want to be able to make sure you get back. Now, my shins, in this position, I'm getting a stretch to the front of my legs through my shins. You may find that different. Good. Then from here, take your arms down and then just come and sit down onto your heels if you can. Excellent. Take your hands behind you so they're nice and relaxed. Your chest is open, so you take your shoulders back, lift your chest, and then lift the hips towards the ceiling. Breathe at the top and down. Now in this position, try not to drop your head back because sometimes that just makes you feel a little bit sick, okay? Keeping your tummy muscles in. Now, the more you draw your tummy muscles in as you lift, the bigger the stretch you get through the hips. And just one more. Good. Bring the hands forward. Just stay on your heels for the moment. Arms by your side. And we're going to take both arms up. You're going to tighten the buttocks and send the hips forward. Okay? Now with both arms, I'm just turning. With both arms, you're going to keep that position. You're going to keep one arm forward. And then you're going to rotate again. Trying to lengthen from the knees to the tip of your head. And look directly behind you as you move. So you're breathing in and exhaling back. Good. Couple more for me. Good. I'm just going to turn so you can see me again. You're going to now come up onto your knees. You're going to put one foot forward like that, and then you're going to sit back onto your heel. And then we're going to come back up like that. So bring your foot a little bit nearer. You might find a little bit nearer here. And then we're just going to sit down and come back up. And one more, sit down and come back up. Swap legs. So sit down and come back up. Use your hands to help you balance if you need to. Any pain, and it's ridiculous, please stop doing it. Then from here, we're going to take our hands back into 4-point kneeling position. We're going to tuck our toes and we're going to just take the knees away from the mat about an inch. So we're just going to lift. And then we're going to come back down. And we're going to lift. And come back down. So we're going to breathe in to lift. And exhale down. And inhale up. And exhale down. So at this point, you're trying not to send your bottom to the ceiling like this. You're just keeping your 4-point kneeling position, but your knees are just a little bit off the mat. Good. Last one. We'll untuck the toes. Take your hands out in front of you, and then, so they're quite far in front of you, and then let the body come forward and sink. So you've got a big extension. Your hands can either be underneath your shoulders or they can be a little bit further forward. Okay, so we're just holding that position and letting the pubic bone go towards the mat. Then breathing in here, you're going to exhale, bend those arms and allow yourself to peel back down through the body. We're going to take a breath here and exhale to peel all the way up through the front of the body again and come up onto our hands. Breathing in here at the top, let the pubic bone, if it's already on the mat, great, tummy, and then the ribs, the elbows go towards the floor and the rest of the body comes up, comes down to the mat. So I peel away, my elbows stay down as long as they can, and then I come up. Try not to let your elbows go out, try and just let them peel back down so they're close into your body. And relax. Take the arms so that they're by your side. And then from here, we're just going to float the head and chest away. Your hands can be relaxed on the mat. So we're just, the breathing is breathing in to raise and exhale. Now you make sure you engage your tummy muscles as you come up. And if you've still got a little bit of a back issue, open the legs a little bit wider. That can help. This time you'll have a turn of the head. So you're going to breathe in, turn the head, and exhale to take the head to the mat. Breathe in here, lift and turn the head the other way. Take the ear to the mat. So breathing in, and exhale to lie. Inhale, and exhale. And 2 more. Inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale. Good. From here, bring those hands so that they're just by the side of your head, but they're close into your body. Okay, so my hands are almost touching my head. From here, breathe in, peeling all the way up, stretching away. So you've got this lovely curve going on. Breathing in, and then exhale all the way down. So it's 4-point breath here. So you're going to breathe in, you're going to exhale to peel up. Inhale in your own time, and then exhale all the way down. And exhale to travel. Inhale to hold it. And exhale to come back down. Two more for me. This time, bring your arms so that the hands are underneath your forehead. So we're going to take a breath, float the left leg, bend the knee, and then lift the knee higher. Straighten the knee and send it back. So we're going to breathe in, bend the knee, lift the knee, and come back down. And lift. And then when you're ready through the exercise, you'll just naturally exhale. Good. Then from here, bring both the arms out so the elbows are directly out by your shoulders. So just like, so you look like that when you're lying down. So the elbows are here, the hands are directly up. You're going to put them out and rest your head on the mat. From here, you're going to float the left arm. Bring it back down and float the right arm. Then both arms are on the floor and you're going to lift your head just so you're looking directly down to the mat, so it's not very high. And then we float the left, pop it back down, float the right, pop it back down, and then lift. So breathing, you can kind of breathe in to prepare, and then little breath, and little breath, and one more set. Good. Then from here, keeping those arms where they are, lift the right leg, lengthen it, keeping both hip bones on the mat. Both hip bones stay down. Pop it back down, and then lift both legs. The other leg, sorry. And then we're going to float, return and float, return. Now we'll add this in. So we're going to take a breath. We're going to exhale to lift both arms and the head fraction away from the mat. Pop that back down, float the right, and then the left leg. Breathing in. Float the head and both arms. Exhaling down. Breathe in to prepare again, and then and exhale, lift through the upper body, back down. Breathing in and left leg, and right leg, and float, and rest. Take both arms, make them nice and long. Take them into the small of the back, or just onto your bottom. However long your arms are, will depend where that is. Okay, so you can take a breath in, and you're going to lift those shoulders, okay, and stretch those hands. And then as you exhale, you're going to float your chest away, lengthening your arms towards your bottom. Now, deep breath in, and exhale, lengthen. and lengthen. And again, one more time, and lengthen. This time, try taking your hands away from your body. So you're going to breathe in, and you're going to lift, and you're going to reach those arms away. So they're off your bottom. And last one. Good. From here, bring those hands back so that they're tight into your chest. Your elbows are sliding in towards your body. Take a breath in and then exhale to peel up through the front of the body. So your arms are long, hands directly under the shoulders, and your hips are heading towards the mat. We're going to peel down again. And we're going to do 4 more. Breathing in and exhale. Breathing in at the top and exhale down. Breathe in. Engage those tummy muscles, pushing up through the hands. Exhaling whilst you travel there. You breathe in at the top and exhale down. Now, put your hands anywhere you like, under your head, anywhere, and just let your head relax and take some deep breaths into the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, so you're trying just to allow your body to settle on the mat. Oops, get my glasses. Now, roll. Now from here, we're going to turn onto our sides. Okay, I'll just move my mat a little bit, it's a bit close. Okay, so we're on our sides. We're going to have our knees stacked with our feet stacked. And you can do anything light with your upper body. So you're going to think about the crown of your head reaching to your bottom, reaching in line with your bottom. Put your head under like this, put your head on a head pad, or just have your arms relaxed, okay? But from here, you're thinking where your hip bone is here, you're just going to send that weight forward. So there's the hip bone. Instead of the light shining there, it's going to shine towards the floor. Try and keep that position. And then from here, lift the top foot off the mat. You're keeping your knees together. Okay, that's all I want you to do. Just that, just up and down. Up and down. Good. Now, keeping those feet together this time, lift your knee, but try not to roll back. So cool, I'm very stiff in this hip. So you're going to lift your knee, keeping that hip bone almost facing the mat. So lift. So now we're going to just make that together. So you're going to lift the foot, return the foot back, lift the knee. So you breathe in to prepare and then exhale as you make your move. So I'm just going to take a breath and then breathe in and then breathe in and good. Relax that. Take this top leg, bring it to hip height here, still bent, okay? Keep the knees exactly in line and then just straighten out the leg and then bend it back. So the knees don't move, you're just bending at the knee as you bring that foot forward and back. So you're holding that leg and then we're going to hold it there. Okay, and then here we're going to circle it. Pressing your heel away from the mat. Sorry, away from you to the wall in front, or whatever's in front. And then reverse. Good. Then bring it back. Bend that knee, it's still at hip height. Keep that 90-degree angle and send the knee forward. And then send it all the way back as far as it will go without arching your back. Keeping the same plane all the time. All the way back. So it's all about control. Now, hold it there. Bring the knee back, the foot back. Then lengthen the leg out so it's nice and long. Okay, you're going to hold that and then circle there. Keeping your upper body as still as possible. Press your heel away and then reverse. Yes, now hold that leg there and you're going to take it forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. And forward. Now hold it there and then just rest it down on the mat. Take both arms out in front of you and then take the top arm up and over behind you and hold it wherever you can. So if you've got some people can get both shoulders on the mat here. Okay, hold that there, breathe deeply. And then as you exhale, take that arm, reach the fingertips to the ceiling and then reach it as far forward as you can. And then take the arm up and over again. Holding there. And then up and over. And up and over. Good. Excellent. Take the right foot now, grab a hold of it, and then bring it back into a quad stretch. So your knee is roughly in line with that hip. Hold it there and breathe in. If you can't do this, but you've got access to a band or a belt from a dressing gown, if you loop that round your foot and then you can hold it and you can get a little bit better, you can help yourself to stretch. So often it's your biodynamics sometimes that stop you from getting a hold of your foot. Then from here, relax that and then roll onto your other side or change direction if you need to. And then we'll see whether I'm now able to remember what I've just done. Okay, so we're holding there, see whether my brain's functioning. So we're holding in this position, you've got nice line from the crown of the head to the bottom. Knees stacked, feet stacked. Hips rolled forward, okay? So from here, you're going to raise the foot, keeping the knees together, and pop it back down. Raise the foot, and pop it back down. And raise the foot, and pop it back down. Just one more here. Now keep the feet together and just lift the knee. So by keeping that hip drawn forward, it reduces the movement. It makes it harder to make that movement, which is good for your hip. Good. Now from here, we're going to lift the foot, pop it back down, then lift the knee. Knee goes down, foot comes up. Knee. Down. And back. And down. And back. Good. This time lift the knee so that it's at hip height. And you're going to keep that knee very still and just send that foot pressing the heel away. So you're just straightening and bending the leg, but you're keeping it at hip height and hovering it over the bottom knee. Good. Now you're going to hold that leg nice and straight so that it's still hovering above the knee and draw circles, pressing the heel away. Now reverse the move. Good. Bend the knee now so that it's still hovering above the bottom knee, and you're going to send the knee forward to you, and you're going to press it back so that you can feel your buttocks tightening and the front of your hips opening out. So you go back, try and keep the knee at the same height, so you don't want to. A lot of times as you go back, people lift their leg like that. Try not to, try and keep it in the same plane. Good. Now straighten out the leg, press that heel away, so the heel is now in line with the crown of your head, and draw circles there. And then reverse. Good. And then from here, kick the leg forward and back, and we'll just do 2 more, forward and back. And then the last one, take it forward and then just rest it. Take both arms out in front of you, reach the top hand away and up, over behind you, holding on to that. Take a breath in and then exhale to come back. So we're breathing in to lift, exhale back, and 2 more for me. Up and back. Up and back. Good. Take the top foot, grab a hold of that foot, bring the knee back so it's in line with the hip. And just hold there. Have a nice little stretch, breathing in and exhaling. Breathing in and exhaling. And 1 more. And exhale. Reach that leg away. Good. From here, just roll onto your back. So your knees are bent, your feet are flat on the mat, and your arms are just rested by your side. From there, you're just going to take both arms up and over behind you. And then from here, bring them back. Just a couple of little stretches, just up and over. This time, as you lift your arms over, send the bottom of the rib cage the back part of the ribcage towards the mat. Helps you stretch out your pecs a bit more. And good. Just roll those knees from side to side. And then bring those feet back. Take your hand behind your head so that they're nice and relaxed, holding on to your head and your neck. So you've really got the weight of the head there, okay? And then we're going to take a breath, nod the chin, and then we're going to peel all the way up here like this. So we're here. We'll take your right leg into tabletop, followed by your left. Hold this position and then toe tap. So you touch the foot towards the floor, trying to keep the knee stable so you don't straighten your leg, you don't bend your leg anymore, you keep that perfect position. Pulling your tummy muscles in and just allowing your head and your neck to rest into your hands. Good. Bring yourself back to tabletop. Take both legs to the ceiling. Hold your head up still. Straighten one leg to the floor. Bring it back. Swap to the other side. Pushing those heels, one to the ceiling and one to the wall in front. Pull those tummy muscles in. Now, if your neck starts to hurt, it's quite happy for you just to let your head go down, bring your arms by your side, but continue the move. So we're lengthening through the leg. Good. From there, cuddle the knees into the body. Excellent. Relax your head down. Send both legs to the ceiling. Bring your arms by your side. And then breathe deeply. And then just send your feet, your legs towards the floor. A fraction until you feel your tummy muscles work, okay? So you breathe in, you exhale, tighten the tummy, tighten the pelvic floor, go as far as you're happy, and you'll know when you've had enough because your back will want to arch, okay? We don't want that to happen. You just, as soon as you think that's enough, bring those legs back. So you breathe in, exhale, drop the legs, and bring them back. Two more. And back. And back. Cuddle the legs in. Put one hand on each knee and just circle the knees. Good. Bring one foot down at a time. Straighten the left leg to the ceiling. Take the hands behind your head. Breathe in, nod that chin. Exhale, lift up through the shoulders and send your right elbow over towards your left knee. Keeping that leg pushed up to the ceiling. So the foot pushes up to the ceiling, your bottom's still on the mat, and you're doing an oblique. So you've got a hamstring stretch, a calf stretch. If you're letting your toes see your nose, a toe stretch, plus an oblique. Stomach exercise. Couple more. Good. Pop that foot down. Send the other foot to the ceiling. Pressing up. Take a breath. Nod that chin. And back. And back. And last one. And good. Foot to the floor, arms rest, take them out to the side, and just let your knees roll from side to side gently. Then right leg into tabletop, followed by the left. Straighten the legs to the ceiling. Take both hands and clasp behind the right thigh. Big breath in, nod the chin and peel up and look towards those knees. You're drawing the right leg in. So I'm here with my thigh. You can go higher onto your calf. You're going to drop the other leg down and repeat to the other side. Drawing the leg towards you as you push the other leg away. So it's a scissors exercise called scissors. We're just going to stretch and stretch, lift up, pull those tummy muscles in. We've got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug the knees in, let the head go back down to the mat. Hands on the knees, washing machine legs. Circle. Reverse. Good. One leg goes down, followed by the other. Knees and feet hip distance, feet near the bottom. Shoulder bridge, so you're going to breathe in, you're going to peel all the way up through the shoulders. Reach those buttocks towards the ceiling, hips go, back doesn't arch, arms overhead behind you, and slowly peel down. Then let the arms travel. Breathing in. Exhale, peeling all the way up again. Oh, lovely big stretch. Arms overhead. And exhale. Good. Breathing in. Exhaling away. Arms up and over. And back down. 2 more for me. And back down. Good. Keeping those feet and knees hip distance, just roll the knees again from side to side. Then straighten out the legs. So if you can, and it's not too painful for cramp, point your toes and then reach those fingertips away from you and take a big breath and let the ribs rise to the ceiling. And then exhale. So you breathe in. And as you exhale, let the ribs, back of the ribs go onto the mat. So we'll lift away again. And then exhale. Bring those arms, circle them round. And then roll onto your side for me. And use your hands to bring you up onto your bottom. Take your legs, so you're just going to bend your knees and bring those feet into the body and sit up nice and tall, okay? And just breathe in there. And exhale. And one more. And exhale. Then from here, just let those knees bounce. Take the left foot and lengthen it. Okay? And then sitting up nice and tall, you're going to turn your body to the left. And put your hand on your thigh if you want, your hand behind you, and you're just promoting a stretch through the thoracic part of the spine, your mid-spine. And then come back Straighten out the other leg, tuck the other leg in. Turn the other way to have a stretch. Breathe in and hold it there. And exhale. Take both legs out in front of you. Relax the legs, sitting nice and tall. Breathe in through the nose. Nod the chin and slowly peel forward as far as you can. Hold that position. Breathe in and exhale. And again. And exhale. If you can, try and move those hands further down the legs. Breathe in again. Some of you will have your hands well and truly past your toes. If that's the case, great. Just keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth and promoting the stretch. And if you can move one more. So you breathe in and exhale. Breathe in and exhale. Sitting up nice and tall again. Take your hands onto the mat, bring your knees round, and then from here, you're just going to tuck your toes under, travel your hands back, and then come up onto your tiptoes like that. So you're balanced on your toes. Just hold that a moment, and then send those heels. So you're going to send your bottom up towards the ceiling, and as you do that, get your heels on the mat. And then straighten out the legs. So you're still peeling over. You're then slowly peeling back up, okay? Good. You're then going to stand with your feet hip distance. Float your right leg again from the mat. Whoop. And then take it behind you this time and bring it back up and back and up and back and up. Place it back on the mat, swap legs, and you're going to go back, whoop, and forward and back. And forward. Good. Standing feet hip distance. Feel the weight planted through the feet. Arms rested by your side. You're then going to lift those arms. Keep your hips still and raise the chest to the ceiling. Come back down. Stand tall again. And again, one more. Lifting up, reaching the chest up. And standing tall, breathing deeply into the nose and out to the mouth. One more time. And exhale. I'm just going to switch the record off